welcome back to Haunt the Collector with me, Jace. And it feels like it's been a long while since I did a video. Don't know why. Has it been? I don't think it has. Anyway, we're here now. Now, some of you may be sat there saying to yourselves, Jace, really looking forward to this video, but I've got a funny feeling we've been over this ground before, a few months ago. Yes, you are right. I did do a video very along the vein of this one. I think it was around about September, October last year. But here's the thing. First of all, I want to go over it again. Two, since then, we've had about, I think, over 400 new subscribers who may not have seen that. So, and it's the start of 2023, and I'm running a little bit behind anyway. So I didn't think it'd hurt to sort of go over again for those who maybe aren't aware. And for those of you who are, well, if you don't want to watch it again, you don't have to watch it again. So. But anyway, we're doing it. We're going over what I've got coming in so far in 2023. Now, there are a few little bits and pieces which I'm not going to go over. I've got some United Cutlery pieces coming in. I'm not going over them. I've got the little mini Tower of Orthanc by Weta coming in. You know, there's lots of little bits and pieces where I won't be going. I'm going over big, major pieces so far that will be coming in 2023. Right, let's crack on. Okay, first on the list, first to arrive, which we've already had the first in-hand pictures. Now, this is going to be the Prime One Studios 3rd scale limited edition closed mouth Predator bust. Wow, I said that first time without ballsing it up. And going from first-hand pictures which were revealed about a week or so ago, and I said this when we did it with the Predator when the first pictures don't come. We're normally around about 8-12 weeks behind them guys, so I envisaged this to be arriving early March at the earliest, I would have thought. Early to middle of March is when I expect this to sort of ship. So, interestingly, for those of you who don't know, I did a video when this was very first came up for pre-order. Now, the only reason I bring that up was that was the very, very first time I appeared on video. It was, I don't think it was about my 5th video. I did 5th or 6th video I did, but it was the first time I appeared on screen. So, yeah. I was so young back then. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think the beard ages me? Better with or without? I don't know. I've been told better with, so I suppose anything that covers up my face, it's got to be a bonus. Yeah, and I was basically discussing the price, $900, which is round about, I think, I didn't actually check this before, so I'm doing this off the top of my head. $900 is sort of round about the border mark of 750 quid, I think now, 780 quid maybe. And we're talking about, is it overpriced? Well, of course it's overpriced. It's very overpriced. I will be comparing it to the price of that when I get it. The Queen Studios Balrog bus I'm referring to here, of course. Yeah, but I don't blame Prime one bit for making this overpriced because they knew they were going to sell it. They knew going in conjunction with the success of the Jungle Hunter Predator, everybody was going to want this. It was a brilliantly marketed thing to do. I've pre-ordered it. I knew I was paying over the odds for it, but they're a money-making machine. And if I was the managing director of a company and I knew I could sell something for $200 more than it should be, then no brainer. Anyway, yeah, so that'll be the first piece in. The next piece I'm expecting, which should be late spring. This kind of hinges on Weta EU getting their act together and actually when they send me the email saying your order's ready to ship, it not taking them 12 weeks to do it, which is what happened with the last thing. Seriously, Weta EU, get your act together because that is really unacceptable. It will be the Dead Marshes, again, another piece which I dedicated a whole video to. Any of you who are new here, please scroll down and have a look. I've done videos on all these pieces. So I'm expecting that late spring, one of the top pieces of this year, without a shadow of doubt, if potentially the top piece of this year. I said at the time, and I stand by it, when this Dead Marshes piece will be the best Lord of the Rings piece, artistically, conceptually, the best Lord of the Rings piece in existence. And I stand firmly by that. The next piece I'm expecting in, I'm going on the dates that they've given me, which will be late summer. Late summer, there's a lot of stuff coming late summer. Will be the 3rd scale, Prime One Studios, City Hunter Predator. Wow, I am so excited for this piece. I wasn't even going to go for it, and I sort of jumped on it when I saw that snarling face portrait. I thought it was just too good not to. I really like the pose with the spear as well. And I've been pretty excited about this piece. But since getting the Jungle Hunter Predator, man, I'm excited to get this. I'm so excited to get this. And then I can get my little Predator display sorted out there. Because at the moment, I'm I'm really going through my head about changing my display around and everything else. Might do a video on that and get your opinions on it. So that could be a video coming up in the future. And about the same time, same sort of time, it is a piece that it's the only piece on the list that I'm actually thinking I might be cancelling. I might be cancelling because of, as some of you know, I'm just going to be selling a few pieces off this year because I'm going for villains only. So Aragorn's up for sale, Legolas will be up for sale. And this piece isn't a villain. It's the only one on the list that isn't a villain. And that's the quarter scale Ellen Ripley. Now, I jumped on this because I'm a massive, colossal fan of the film. But also because I know a lot of people have been waiting a long time for an Ellen Ripley piece, and I thought it was stupid to not jump on it while there was one available. So I've got plenty of time to think about this, and I know how much I changed my mind. So yeah, I'll have to see on that one. But this is one piece on the list that has a question. Actually, there's two pieces that have a question mark over them, but this is one certainly that has a question mark on it. See what comes up for pre-order as well. If some serious stuff comes up for pre-order, this one might get axed. But for now, she sits firmly on the pre-order list, due to arrive late summer. Quarter scale Promon Studios, Ellen Ripley. Funny enough, the next piece due in is another one with a question mark over it. Although not as much as Ripley. I know it's not a villain. I know he's not a villain. But 6 scale, and I've got a spot for him as well picked out where it's not going to affect anything. That's the Leaflock piece, a piece a lot of people didn't go for. Small edition size, 340, is it 343 edition size on that? It's just 342, something like that, 340 something anyway. Slightly more than what the edition on the Weta Treebeard was. Personally, I don't see why people found this piece so funny. I think it looks super, I think it looks magnificent. That's why I pre-ordered it. Because I was like, even then I was thinking it ain't really going to fit him, but it's a violent piece. He's there, he's stamped on one hook, he's about to smash the other two together. So I thought it is violent. So it kind of slots in nicely, and we don't know anything about Leaflock. He might have been a right nasty bugger for all we know. So, yeah, I think I've paid that off as well. I'm pretty sure I've paid all my Weta pre-orders off. I have, yeah, I've paid all my Weta stuff off. So, even though not technically a villain, much less of a question mark over him, because I say I've got a spot upstairs for him, and it ain't going to make too much of a shit either way whether I didn't have him or I did have him. So yeah, should be good. Wow, the next piece is another piece that I am so excited about, but this one will definitely cause a bit of controversy, and I'm certainly expecting a bit of a kickback when I do the video on it, which is the Promon Studios 3rd scale Alien Big Chap, the re-release. Now, there's very much a divide on, again, there's a video on this if you want to scroll back, for any of you who you want to scroll back and see I did a video on this. There is a definite split in the collecting community on this. You've totally selfish up front and selfish. I'm glad I've done it because I missed out on the original one. I want this piece, so I know this is one piece on the list where not everyone is going to be super happy that I've got it coming, and I totally understand why, but I kind of don't give a shit, if I'm being honest. I kind of don't give a shit because I want it and I'm getting it, and it is what it is. It is what it is. So we'll talk about it more at the time, and you can all let me know. Now, this is where the display behind will certainly be changing when this piece arrives. Infinity Studios half scale Witch King, one of 2 Witch Kings I've got coming in 2023, but I'm half scale, so I'm seriously looking forward to this one. I've got one Infinity Studios piece upstairs. I'm really glad I've made the decision I've made with my collection to stick to villains, because now I'm not going to be getting the Legolas or the Gandalf by Infinity. Got no interest in them. They're gone. I don't need to worry about them. Same with the Prime 1 Gandalf. Not getting it. Not interested. I've got 2 Balrogs. I'm happy. But this Witch King, this is how much I'm into my villains. Couldn't decide between the 2 Witch Kings, so I'm going for both. So the first one due to arrive is the Infinity Studios half scale. The next piece due to arrive will be the Weta Environment Helms Deep, which is a sublime piece and an incredible price tag on this as well, in so much as I was really impressed. I was debating whether it's 500 and something quid. I was debating whether or not to go for this, but when I saw the price, I thought, well, I just can't not go for it. Again, I've paid all my Weta stuff off, so I ain't got to think about it now. All I got to worry about on all that side of things is just the import fees on those. One, towards the end of the year, and in all fairness, it could well push into 2024, but its early release date is in the Q4 section of 2023, is Prime 1 Studios' Witch King of Angmar. Spectacular piece, and I want to cover this because now, again, I did a video on this. So you could, I think all these pieces I've talked about in this, I've done separate videos on them. So any of you who are interested, you scroll down, I'm sure you'll find it. Now, I can remember when it might have been when I did the comparison with the three, but I gave Prime a bit of stick for the bass on this. Because you've got the Pelennor Fields, obviously. It's got to be the Pelennor Fields because of the post. And I'm not talking about the Fell Beast. Everyone's going for this for the Fell Beast surround because it is sublime, it's fantastic, and it is really, really made this a massive selling piece for Prime on this. So huge congratulations for them to do it. I personally love the fact that they've done it. Now, the surround of the bass, I said they got that wrong. I said, why didn't they do Minas Morgul? It should be Minas Morgul. That isn't Minas Morgul. That's Barad-dûr. I was wrong. It is Minas Morgul. And if you look carefully, it is. Especially any of you who have got, because I noticed this since I've had the Minas Morgul environment. I was having a close look at that. And it is. You've got, because you're drawn to the big metal struts, which the Orcs put on after they took it. But you look at the actual slating and the struts. That's what they've done. So Prime 1 surround is Minas Morgul. They've done it correct. They've just not done the obvious Minas Morgul like what Darkside have done with theirs, which incidentally I think is superior. I did say that, but they lost me when they put that ring around it. And I say I've been through this separate video, but I just wanted to shout out to Prime 1. It is a Minas Morgul surround. I've looked, checked. It is. That is the last piece so far on my list that I've got coming in. Large pieces that I've got coming in 2023. No doubt there will be pre-orders. It's bound to be pre-orders I put in this year. It's bound to be. Anyway, that's my list. So, yeah, like I said, guys, let me know in the comments below what you got coming, what you're looking forward to, what do you hope to see revealed this year. I'd love to hear from you all. As always, guys, if you've enjoyed the video, please click the like button because I really mega appreciate it. And I also appreciate it if you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to the channel. That would be mint. Right, that's it for this video, everyone. I'm going to bag off and leave you all to your weekend. Well, this is actually Sunday here today, but I know I won't be posting this on Sunday, so I hope you've all had a great start to your week. I've still got a few days off yet, and then I'm back to work. So, anyway, listen, I'll catch you all on the next video. I don't quite know what I'm doing yet, but there will be a video. Okay, take care of yourselves. Cheers for watching, and I'll catch you in the future. Ta-ra.